Should you learn how to trade Forex? This is a question that a lot more people are asking themselves given the rise in the popularity of Forex trading. But it still begs the question, just because it's becoming more popular, does that mean you should do it as well? And is Forex trading suited for everybody? All right, well, we're going to answer that question today. Let's get going. New to the channel? What's up? My name is Cleveland and I worked as a professional trader and analyst for 6 years. And now I'm here to bring you my daily insights on business, capital markets, finance, and more. Enjoy the video and welcome to the channel. So if anyone asks themselves, should they learn how to trade Forex? I want them to understand that it's not just as simple as, hey, am I going to try to learn how to buy and sell a currency pair and try to make some money? Right? You're actually entering into the global markets, which is something that is going to be fairly new to a lot of different traders. And the global markets comes with many new variables when it comes to how to transact. Remember, you're trading a currency pair. So you're trading two economies relative to each other and the fluctuations in those values relative to each other, right? When you're trading Forex, you're more than likely going to be trading the majors and the minor currencies. All right. These are going to be 8 reserve currencies that are in every central bank's balance sheet. Right. And these are the largest currencies in economies in the entire world, with real people, hundreds of millions of people transacting in those currencies every single day. Now, the value of the currencies coming out of these economies are fluctuating relative to each other, but very, very incrementally, right? The average reserve currency on the average trading day is going to fluctuate less than 1% to its counterpart, right? And you are going to be trading those fluctuations. Now, those fluctuations can increase in size depending on the variables that drive the prices up to the buy side or to the sell side of those specific currencies. So when you ask yourself, should you learn how to trade Forex? You're really asking yourself, should you learn how to create a system or have the foresight to understand how markets are going to be deviating in price? For example, me and my buddies in Discord were looking at a particular trading opportunity that revolved around the Russia-Ukrainian conflict. To summarize quickly, we had a strong conviction that if Russia continued to advance and eventually invade, that revolved around the Russia-Ukrainian conflict. To summarize quickly, we had a strong conviction just a few days before the invasion that if Russia continued to advance into Ukraine, there would be a tremendous amount of weakness in that particular continent, Europe. So there will be lots of weakness, there will be lots of fear that came over European market participants and global market participants, and the euro would start to sell. Now, since that trade idea, the euro has lost 5.5% of its value relative to the dollar, right? Which is technically a 550 pip move. Now, that happened because the intrinsic value of the euro changed. Well, for the market participants, at least. People assume that there will be lots of negative implications on the European continent as a whole, driving the price sell side. But the first thing that changed was the value of the currency, and then price followed. Our perceived notion that the value of the euro was going to change was the trading opportunity, the value price differential, right? This is what you're really trying to understand when it comes to Forex trading. Where is the value of the currency and where is the price of the currency? And that difference in between is your trading opportunity. So if you ask yourself, am I willing to figure out and find out when the market's value isn't equating to its price, then I would say yes, you should learn how to trade Forex. But if you simply think that you can come to those conclusions based off of nothing more than just a chart and you don't have to do any research, you don't have to learn about any economies, you don't have to understand the factors that drive economies, I wouldn't suggest Forex trading. Right now, this is my opinion, and there are going to be a million people, most people on the internet, like on trading YouTube, think the actual opposite. They think all you need is technical analysis. But from my background working in financial organizations, I've never once stepped foot into a firm, into a hedge fund, or I don't have any buddies that work at any that have ever simply traded just based off of technical analysis. So my one stipulation when it comes to, hey, should you learn how to trade Forex? Well, if you are willing to invest the time in learning how these economies work and function, and then extrapolate that back to the price and see if you can find any trading opportunities, then I totally think Forex can be something for you. Another reason why I think you should learn how to trade Forex is if you have a day job and you are missing the US session because you're at work, well, then the good thing about it is the Forex market is trading 24/5, right? Where the market is only closed on Saturdays and opening up Sunday at 5:30. This gives you the opportunity to take advantage and just be involved in global markets pretty much whenever you're not doing whatever your other career is, which gives you an amazing part-time trading opportunity. On many occasions, stock and option traders have to be heavily involved in the market while it's open, based off of the volatility and based off of obviously particular trading styles. But in FX, the market is going pretty much 24/5, and that gives you the opportunity to be involved and catch potential trading opportunities in other sessions, whether it's the Australian session, whether it's the European session. Those sessions are going to be open, giving you an opportunity to capitalize on those price moves. Now, another reason why you should, or maybe you shouldn't, learn how to trade Forex is the risk. The crazy thing about Forex trading is it is actually the number one way to make short-term profits in any asset class. You can make profits faster in Forex than stocks, faster than options, and it's really head-to-head with crypto. Cryptocurrency is having a slight advantage because you could be in a cryptocurrency that's worth a thousandth of a penny, and then 100 days later, it can be worth $1, right? And you just don't find those types of value changes in currency markets. But with leverage, Forex gives you an insane amount of profit potential on the downside and on the upside. So if you're getting into Forex because you like that idea that you can make profits pretty quickly, well, as long as you understand the risk associated with that, then sure, I would say there might be an opportunity for you to capitalize on very parabolic moves that happen in markets, especially those that are driven by fundamentals. But then if you're also getting into Forex trading, and that is truly the primary reason to make quick money, then you're going to be in for a long, long road ahead. Because yes, there is massive profit potential, but there is so much downside potential as well. And if you're just throwing crap to every single trade that's coming your way because you're just basically gambling at that point, well, then Forex trading is definitely not going to be for you. So I would say the person who is looking to make, outsized returns, returns that they're not getting in stocks and options, and they're patiently waiting for those potential trading opportunities to play out, that sounds like a pretty good trading idea or trading methodology. But on the other side, someone who thinks that every single trade is just going to be this banger opportunity to make these massive returns, then again, I would be very careful. Another reason why you should learn how to trade Forex is because of scale, right? As your portfolio grows, your profit potential grows. So you're making the same decisions here on your laptop, but as you continue to make those decisions, the same decisions are earning you more and more money. And that's something that is pretty much impossible to find in the workforce. So when it comes to investing and managing a portfolio, there are definitely some really awesome benefits to that. And Forex is just like any other asset class in that aspect, right? And again, the thing about Forex is that portfolio can grow just a little bit quicker than some of the others. And that is something that people in today's society are definitely going to enjoy. Now, if the main thing that brought you to learn how to trade Forex is simply just money, then I don't know if you'll make it. Because if you don't actually enjoy learning and growing in this profession, then when those times come where you're frustrated, it doesn't really make sense for you to stay around. Because if you don't just naturally love it, well, you can get frustrated, but your liking of it and your actual enjoying of you going through the process of learning how this game works, it's going to keep you there. But if you're just in it for the money, then you're going to find something else eventually that you see can make you just as much money or is comparable, and you're going to just go to that, right? I mean, if the money is the thing that brought you here, then it more than likely won't be the thing that makes you stay, because in the beginning, a lot of people lose money. So if you don't enjoy just the game itself and learning how economies work and just the whole configuration of this particular market, then more than likely you won't stick around. And I can't say that just because of the money. Anybody that tells me that, I don't recommend it. I never would, right? I mean, I don't think you should do anything just for the money, because it usually never works out. You got to have some real interest in it. It doesn't have to be your long love of business aspirations, but it has to be something that you are quite interested in to be able to survive long term. Now, if you plan to learn how to trade solely from YouTube by going from different videos and trying to create a strategy based off of the interpretation of really a lot of crazy sales guys and guys making crazy videos that just get a bunch of attention, then I can't say you should learn how to trade Forex. I believe in one master, one mentor. I mean, that's basically how I grew into this business in a significant way. I got all of my knowledge and resources from really just a very, very small group of professionals that weren't on YouTube. And so that was the benefit for my journey, was I wasn't bombarded with, salesmen and maniac trading, gurus promising that you can flip small accounts. That was in no way, shape, or form and how I thought you should learn how to trade. So I never worried about those things. But unfortunately, nowadays, when you go on YouTube and you type in how to learn how to trade Forex, you get a lot of very easy, done for you, blah, blah, blah systems. And there's just no way that you're going to actually become profitable. So I feel like if you are solely trying to learn how to trade on YouTube, you probably should not learn how to trade. But if you are willing to maybe invest the time into learning one particular methodology from one particular professional and then expand on that methodology suited to your trading style and maybe how you process information, I think that is going to be a fantastic way for you to learn how to trade. So you shouldn't learn how to trade if you're just trying to scrape YouTube and figure it all out on your own. You should learn how to trade if you are just going for a particular methodology, learning about maybe all of them, but then eventually honing in on one, and then even eventually following maybe one guy who has a methodology that you trust and that you've proven to actually see some results, and then going deeper into that methodology. That should be very beneficial for you. Now, if you have a problem with losing money and you have this very strong emotional attachment towards your money, then you probably shouldn't learn how to trade Forex, because the thing about trading is it's a game of probabilities. Some trades you're going to lose and some trades you're going to win. And if you feel like every single time you lose a trade, there is something to learn or you did something wrong, then you just have the wrong interpretation of how the Forex market works, because the game is all about probabilities. It's built into the strategy that no matter how good the strategy is, sometimes it's just not going to work out depending on the market conditions and just how the market functions in general. Okay, so there isn't a lesson every time that you take a trade. And if you think that there is, and if you try and you go down this rabbit hole of trying to figure something out every single position, then you're going to get into a lot of trouble. Sometimes you should be able to simply lose money and say, hey, sometimes it doesn't work out, and move on. Now, that part is going to be the epitome of you really growing as a trader. When you know that there's nothing else to learn and that the market was just doing what the market does and your strategy in that particular moment just wasn't meant to be profitable. When you get to that point, then you really cross the chasm of what it means to be a profitable trader, because a lot of traders never get to that point and they're always trying to figure out what's wrong with their strategy and reinventing it and not just sticking to a core system. Okay, so if you have a problem with losing, I can't suggest you learn how to trade at all. So I could keep going on and on with all the different reasons why you should or shouldn't learn how to trade, but I think I covered the ones that are the most important here in this video so far, right? I mean, if you have a true interest in learning how currency markets function, learning what are the drivers, or what we like to call the catalyst of those different price changes, and how you can build systems around those price changes to reap the profits, I think somebody who has that interest should learn how to trade Forex. But anybody that just is gleefully going along saying, hey, I'm going to become a Forex trader, and they simply think that staring at a chart all day with no outside information, scrambling around on YouTube trying to figure out some trading methodology, which is what, again, 90% of traders are going that route in today's retail market, I would not suggest any of those people to trade unless they're willing to put in the time, energy, and effort to truly research and understand how this market works. All right. So if this made sense to you guys, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I go into very granular detail as to how markets function and how you could potentially take advantage of trading markets. So again, it'd probably be great for you to come around, stick around, and hang out with me here on the channel. If you guys have any questions or you have any commentary on the subject at hand, comment in the comment section below. I'd like to hear what your thoughts are. And if you need help learning more about trading fundamental data, that's what I pride myself on. There's a link in the bio to our fundamental university. Okay, guys, trade safe. Welcome to trading. If you decided at the end of this video that it's something that you're going to do, I'll talk to you guys soon. Peace out.